You cross the Crescent City Bridge just as the sky turns that watercolor pink it does for nobody else. River below you moving slow, wide, a mirror with a long memory. Folklore says New Orleans was drawn by two architects at once, the Mississippi River and the Caribbean Sea. One taught the city how to gather, the other taught it how to breathe. So what if an apartment complex listened to both of them from the first sketch? The building doesn't rush to enclose the ground floor. It lifts itself 10 to 12 feet above grade, sitting on columns 18 to 24 inches thick, spaced on a 24-foot grid, because 24 divides clean, 12, 8, 6, 4. Like good design math that doesn't need to explain itself out loud. Underneath becomes the city's new porch. Parking when it rains, vendors when it clears, domino tables by afternoon, a crawfish boil that spills outward because the building gave it space to spill. Then you walk up to enter, but you're still outside when you do, because the gallery wraps the building every 3 floors, 6 to 8 feet wide, exterior circulation that moves like conversation, not a hallway. You meet people there without planning to meet people there. Wind passes through, stories pass through, shadows pass through, cast by 4-foot by 9-foot storm-rated screen, panels layered over recessed windows sitting 18 inches back from the facade. The slab edges cantilever 30 inches thick, part structure, part climate visor port. Not decoration, infrastructure with pattern. Materials stay honest too. Brick that knows humidity by name. River stone in the podium, timber, soffits, warming the galleries overhead. Surfaces that can get wet, dry again and age into legend instead of pretending storms don't exist there. The roof folds low and intentional. Dual pitch, planes leading to oversized gutters. 6 to 8 inches minimum, draining into tanks that irrigate towards terrace gardens. Because the Caribbean never treated rain like threat, and New Orleans inherited that as well. And at night, the building glows upward from below. First, warm light bouncing, built to catch breeze, echo, casting like shadows back onto the city like an apartment complex was always meant to be part of the street story. Because luxury here was never silent. Luxury here was always social, shaded, textured, practical and perfect, inherited, felt. So what if the future of New Orleans housing didn't look imported, but looked remembered, built for floodline, for breeze paths, for gathering, for shadow, for water harvesting, for rhythm, for everyday living that feels mythic when you retell it later. Not a tower, not a resort, but an apartment complex behaving like New Orleans, drawn like New Orleans, built like New Orleans, where the culture lives in the section, the structure, and the breeze between the floors. So if you're from New Orleans, let me know how you feel about this in the comments. I think that New Orleans has a essence of capturing its culture unlike any other city in America, drawing back to the history, which serves as a great precedent for how cultural buildings should be constructed in some of these cities that build more sterile. So I'd love to hear your thoughts.